because of the quality of the Philadelphia Eagles defense. Marcus on the sideline, a very comfortable spot playing. Marcus on the sideline, a very comfortable spot playing these guys in green.
Schrader. His pass intercepted by one of the men. No, that's a Raider fan. It was intercepted by an Eagle police officer who's still running.
Now, that guy's dressed to go to work, isn't he?
That's a serious costume. Boy, this is it's a terrific sports city, Philadelphia. I mean, it doesn't matter the Phillies or the Flyers or these Eagles. I mean, it's a big city, but it takes its professional sports with the seriousness of a college town underneath. And you know, they don't want to just win. I mean, they really want it to be 100-0 if you can do it. That's who stays here now.
Yeah, they take it personally here too. I mean, Mike Schmidt has had to come out when he played with the Philadelphia Phillies. He's had to come out with a wig on. When he says something about the Philadelphia fans, they say they'll boo Santa Claus in Philadelphia. These are personal. Well, maybe not him, but these people take sports in Philadelphia personally.
They go out to the big parks on the Easter egg hunt and boo the kids who don't find any. Total offense for the Raiders: 81 passing, 66 running, and Nick Bell, the young man from Iowa, finally gets a chance, and many wonder why doesn't he play more, including Nick Bell, and he'll get that run plus 15 on a late hit.
Well, they got him in there not a moment too soon either, right, to be a factor in this game, isn't they?
Nick Bell is 253 pounds. Second-year man from Iowa. His average this year, 5.7 a carry. That includes a 66-yard touchdown run against Seattle. He gets 24 on his first attempt today. Now, if there's any controversy, it's over the running backs. I mean, is Eric Dickerson really the man to run the ball for the Raiders? I think that question needs to be asked.
It's not answered yet, that's for sure.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, a late hit out of bounds, number 38 on the defense. 15 yards will be tacked on to the end of the play. First down.
Well, you see the end of the run. That's Eric Allen trying to get that big fella out of bounds. And then the hit. There's no question about that.
I asked Al Davis after the Raiders won their first game of the year, beat the Giants. They were 1-4. I said, are you too old? You're the oldest team in the league. Are you too old? He said, I'll know at the bye week. The bye week was last week. I'll tell you. And yesterday he said, I'm not sure yet at 3 and 5. They throw the Glover. He rattled out of bounds. And there's a little to-do back at the line of scrimmage.
Now, you know, to continue the story about Al Davis and all the Raiders too old, they win 3 of their last 4. You can't make that this year. Right. They look fine. But now sitting at 3 and 6. And Nick Bell tells us last night in the conversation we're sitting here, and he said 6 weeks ago, this was a job. I was not enjoying myself. I had to sit down and talk with Ronnie Lott. Ronnie Lott said to me, look, if you're only going to get 3 carries a game, make all 3 carries like they're in the Super Bowl. And he said it revived me. But why are these players psychologically in this situation?
First down for the Raiders inside the 15. The throw to Willie Gault. And Gault will be remembered on this day for starting things in the wrong direction for the Raiders by muffing a reception that went to the arms of an eager Eagle. And Andy Harmon's been into some little push and shove for the last 2 plays. Harmon, the second-year defensive tackle from Kent State, and that's Todd Pete, who is big at 305, but not nearly as big as he was 7-8 months ago when he was close to 400 pounds. And he and Harmon saying, hey, Ross Perot, I mean, I thought he was there.
What? I think Todd Pete is a little heavier than 305. He's replacing Max Montoya. Here's a call.
Continuing action fouls after the play is over. Number 64 for Los Angeles Raiders is ejected. Number 91 for Philadelphia is ejected. The result of the play is a second down at the 6-yard line.
Geez, if they throw him out, there might be fights all over the place here for get both these teams' players on the bench.
So the Browns have upset the Houston Oilers.
That's amazing. In the Astrodome, that's shocking.
Now the Cleveland Browns go 5-4, and very much a part of the Central Division race. 2:20 left in this game that has now boiled down to just some emotional phrase. Harmon, he looks like an Andy Harmon, doesn't he?
Yes.
From Centerville, Ohio.
Certainly has the look of a defensive tackle.
Don't go wandering away just because this game's been lopsided. We've got some more coming for you, and Pittsburgh and Buffalo figures to be a test of some of the elite of the AFC who will come out of that 7-2. The Chargers in Kansas City, Jets in Denver to follow here on NBC. Listen to these fans. They don't want the Raiders to score a touchdown. Tim Brown from Jay Schrader and Seth Joyner out there to cover. It'll bring up 3rd down. 2 to go for a 1st down from the 6-yard line.
I don't think there's any question that Jay Schrader will be back on the bench next week, just as you mentioned earlier. It's interesting that the quarterbacks that have played the majority of these games for their respective teams today will not start next week. Marinovich in the Cape.
Quarterbacks, excuse me, Bob, are 13 for 36. You think about the Raiders, you think about passing, execution, big plays. I mean, this has been most disappointing for Raider fans. Inside goes the big guy, Nick Bell, and he's shoved all the way back to the 7. They're going to mark it progress at the 6-yard line as we come to the 2-minute timeout. Will Art Shell's Raiders score against the Eagles? Stay tuned. We'll be right back. There's Al Davis. This might be a record. It's the latest Al Davis has ever had his close-up on an NBC telecast.
That's only because we couldn't find him. We weren't exactly sure where he was sitting.
The Raiders are the only offense in the league not completing more than 50% of their passes. 58% is the average. And today they're 13 for 36.
And you know, Al Davis will tell you, we've never been interested in the high completion percentage passer. We want to stretch the defense.
4th down and 2. For those who are left in Veterans Stadium, this is the big play. Schrader. Touchdown, Tim Brown. And Schrader took a big hit just as he released the ball.
And another fight breaks out.
And the Eagles mad at the Raiders, and the Raiders react. These are two teams known for their aggressive play, and the Eagles chatted about that before the game. Said, hey, we've got to be abusive, intimidating. That's the game is. What did Seth Joyner say? This is not a game
for good guys.
For good guys.
This is a game for bad guys.
So the touchdown, Schrader to Tim Brown, comes at the 1:55 mark in the final quarter.
You know, Dick, I'll get to it in a minute after the extra point here.
Gossett, the punter, holding for Jager. (31-10). Schrader had to release the ball on that touchdown throw. Well, didn't have a fraction left. Here comes the pressure up the middle from Evans.
Nobody touches him. Nick Bell goes to the outside. He's not able to get a lot of steam on it, but Tim Brown does make the catch for the lone